Hello, thank you for tuning in today to my channel. Welcome. I am Brita Wallace. First of all, I am a family and parent educator with Wallace Family Ministry, and we are on a journey of the Love Dare for your marriage. So we're going to hop right into day 33, which says love completes each other, right? So if two lie down together, they keep warm, but how can one be warm alone? Ecclesiastes 4:11. So in the finale of God's creation, he made the first marriage by taking one man, removing part of him, and fashioning a woman. In this mystery of matrimony, two could then become together and become one. Adam, though complete with God alone, found his God-given needs met even more fully with Eve, his complement in life. This is true in your marriage also, okay? That should encourage you. Although love must be willing to act alone if necessary, it is always better when it is not just a solo performance. Our bodies, for example, are made for each other. Our natures and temperaments provide balance, enabling us to more effectively complete the tasks before us. Our oneness can produce children, and our teamwork as a mom and dad can best raise them to health and maturity. So that's the first thing that I want you to get today, is that our oneness can produce children, and our teamwork as a mom and dad can best raise them to health and maturity. Where one is weak, the other is strong. When one needs building up, the other is equipped to enhance him, to encourage her. We multiply one another's joys and divide one another's sorrows, okay? Two are better than one, the scriptures wisely say, because they have a good return for their labor. For if either of them falls, the one will lift up his companion. But woe to the one who falls when there is not another to lift him up. Ecclesiastes 4:9 and 10. Your two hands don't just coexist together, they multiply the effectiveness of the other. And to continue succeeding at this level, each is not complete without each other. The Lord knew before you were born that you would one day marry your mate, and in his design of your gender differences, personalities, birth order, family origin, and uniqueness, he intentionally created needs in both of you that the other would be exclusively designed to meet. The funny thing about this is these are the things that we often fight about. These are the things that often make us upset with our spouse, but we were designed to fill these needs in each other, okay? So, although these differences can frequently be the source of misunderstandings and conflict, they have been created by God to be ongoing blessings if we respect them. So we have to really learn how to respect our differences, right? So one of you may be better at cooking while the other is better at cleaning the dishes. She may be more gentle and be able to keep peace among family members, while he might handle confrontation and discipline more effectively. He may have a good business head, but needs his wife to help him remember to be generous. When we learn to accept these distinctions in our mate, we can bypass criticism and go straight to helping and appreciate one another. So let me read that again. When we learn to accept these distinctions in our own mate, we can bypass criticism and go straight to helping and appreciate one another. But some can't seem to get past this, okay? They can't tolerate their mate's differences, and they suffer many wasted opportunities as a result. They don't take advantage of the uniqueness that makes each of them more effective when including the other. One such example from the Bible is Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor, who presided over the trial of Jesus. Unaware of who Christ was, he allowed the crowd to influence him into crucifying Jesus. But the other person who was more sensitive to what was happening was Pilate's own wife, who came to him and warned him. While he was sitting on the judgment seat, his wife sent him a message saying, "Have nothing to do with that righteous man, for last night I suffered greatly in a dream because of him." Matthew 27:19. She was apparently a woman of keen discernment who grasped the magnitude of these events before her husband did. Granted, God's sovereignty was at work, and nothing would have kept his son from going to the cross for us. But Pilate's dismissal of his wife's intuition reveals an unfortunate side of man's nature that is often downplayed. God made wives to complete their husbands. He gives them insight that in many cases is kept from their men. If this discernment is ignored, it is usually to the detriment of the man making the decision. When God looked at Adam and said, "I will make a helper suitable to him," Genesis 2:18, the Creator knew what he was doing. He knew that men need help. Don't use that, ladies, okay, to your advantage, to your sick and plotful advantage. Use it to your advantage in a good and sensible way, okay? I'm just kidding. I mean, well, I'm not, but. So they try to function alone, but consistently fall short. So a wife's title as helper to her husband is a high compliment, not a second-class label or in any way a criticism. Okay, so don't take it that way either, if that's, what you, how you feel about that. So in fact, God himself is referred to as our helper. Oh, geez, excuse me. Jesus called the Holy Spirit a helper. A husband who has a wife willing to help him fulfill God's assignments for his life has a priceless treasure, okay? Marriage is one of God's unique ways of showing both men and women that we're not all sufficient in ourselves, that the effectiveness of our marriage is dependent upon both of us working together. Do you have a big decision to make about your finances or retirement planning? Are you grappled with appropriate action to take about a work situation? Are you absolutely convinced that your educational choices for your children are right, no matter what your spouse thinks? Don't try doing all the analysis yourself. Don't disqualify your spouse's importance in voicing an opinion on matters that affect both of you. Love realizes that God has put you together on purpose. And though you may wind up disagreeing with your spouse's perspectives, you should still give their views respect and strong consideration. This honors God's design for your relationship and guards the oneness he intends. Joined together, you are greater than your independent parts. You need each other. You complete each other. Okay? So today's dare is to recognize that your spouse is integral to your future success. Let them know today that you desire to include them in your upcoming decisions and that you need their perspective and counsel. If you have ignored their input in the past, admit your oversight and ask them to forgive you, okay? So make sure that you come clean and you ask for forgiveness. Is that something that you need to do? Okay, so I appreciate you guys tuning in today. Make sure, if you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel, like me, share me with your friends. Stay tuned for future teachings. I love you guys. Take care and God bless. See you tomorrow for day 34 of the Love Dare. Yay! Bye, guys.